Hello and welcome everybody to It's Heavenly album covers, and I've written it down on two separate pieces of paper, so it has to be true. And right now we're going to look at two separate wonderful albums with wonderful album covers by the same group, and the group is called the Hymnsmen. It's kind of a difficult word to say. Hymnsmen, the Hymnsmen, and we have two albums by the Hymnsmen. I'm not sure which one came first, if this one did or if this one did, but these are the Hymnsmen, and they're from Cleveland, Tennessee, it looks like, and their membership changed over the years or over the months. And here are some Hymnsmen right here. There they are, the Hymnsmen. And let's look at this first Hymnsmen album, and it's called Who Do I Know in Heaven. I bought these on eBay from a very favorite eBay seller of ours, whose name and seller ID will not be divulged right now because I don't want all of their records to be purchased by other people. But when I bought these two LPs, I was looking at the covers specifically, and I didn't realize until they came in the mail that they were by the same group. So we got really lucky with these two albums. It's fun when you're browsing anywhere and you find two different albums by the same group. It's usually kind of smart to buy them both because you can compare and contrast. And here are the Hymnsmen, version A, and this will be version B. And the Hymnsmen are just kind of hanging out in front of a statue of Jesus. Looks like there's some sheep, some lambs in this statuary area, and I assume this statue is still existing somewhere in the world, and it would be fun to find this statue and to pose just like the Hymnsmen are posing. And here are the Hymnsmen, and there are 9 Hymnsmen here posing in front of this large statue. And at this point I will bring in the Hymnsmen a little bit closer to the iPhone camera. And here are the Hymnsmen. They're very proud and they're very well dressed. This Hymnsman in the middle is he's kind of leaning that way, and even his tie is kind of leaning that way. But everyone looks nice. I bought this specifically because of this fellow here. His pose is really majestic. His leg looks like it's not even attached to his body. It's kind of jutting out that way and down. It's quite a feat. And all of the Hymnsmen are very well dressed, very well manicured. They all have good haircuts. They're standing on some grass here in front of the large Jesus statue. The sky is very omnipresent and not very blue, but it's blue enough to cast a nice atmosphere on the Hymnsmen here. And I'm not sure what year this came out in, but here is the back of the Who Do I Know in Heaven, I Know Jesus album. This is the back cover. Just a few liner notes where the Hymnsmen thank God, and they hope that people will listen to this album and become blessed and happy. And you could order more records from Calvin Boyd in Cleveland, Tennessee. Here are some of the Hymnsmen there and the backup group. There are many Hymnsmen related people listed on the back here, and we will take good still photographs of this entire album cover and post them along with this record as the heavenly pointer falls upon the heavenly table. Now here is the second, or possibly it's the first. It's example B of a Hymnsman album, and this album cover is truly amazing. It's quite enormously wonderful. It looks like they're standing out in front of their local church where they sing. A lot of albums like this, they have the group members generally sometimes just pose in front of the churches where they sing. It's very heartwarming. And the hymnsmen are wearing these kind of modified suit jackets, which are, when you get a little closer to these suit jackets, they kind of vibrate. They're like optical art things are happening in these suit jackets. And these, I believe, are different than these hymnsmen. These hymnsmen are hymnsmen on their own, and these hymnsmen are on their own also. I don't think there's much of a overlap here between the hymnsmen. And so we have the hymnsmen. They're kind of they're in a kind of a strange pose here. A lot of the hymnsmen are blocked by this this railing, this block stone railing, but this lettering is absolutely huge and marvelous. And the hymnsmen have really pleasant faces on their bodies. The lettering at the top, King Jesus, is truly magnificent. It's large, green. You can barely see some trees in the background, a few shadows, some little bushes here. It's just, it's got a perfect kind of sloping graphic horizon line happening there. And there's a little stereo insignia there. Someone had to take this photograph and then lay it up in a photographic studio or something and paste it up and put the lettering there. It's quite great. And here are the hymnsmen again in a little photograph. And again, they talk about how they have dedicated their lives to Jesus, and they're a really dedicated group. Here are some more credits. And you could write to Calvin Boyd in Cleveland, Tennessee, once again for more records. They do a lot of standards on both records. These kind of match up. So it says that this King Jesus album was recorded at Jim Davis Studio, and both liner note areas of these albums are similar, very simple, very straightforward. And here are the labels. The hymnsmen sing, "Who do I know in heaven?" I'm not sure who you would know in heaven. And here is King Jesus, the label. This record is on very heavy vinyl, not Bible. It's on very heavy Bible vinyl. And I think that's the hymnsmen. We've got two tremendously nifty, they're very nifty album covers. You can almost line them up this way too, so that you are surrounded by hymnsmen. And so these are, and they always will be, as long as this video exists, they will always be the hymnsmen.